Jr. and the Explo, courtesy of Vapor and the rest of the guys. A lot of high inking compositions. You got from the side of Niners Esports, as Niners Esports Zulus 1. Vapor strikes again with a double to get things going for Vapor. Have a lot of inking power, as we do have a disconnect. We haven't even started. Already the disconnects have already flown in. This is gonna be a 4v3. This is gonna be redoable if they so choose. While both teams are willing to dish this one out, unfortunately you can't really terminate something like this, so they're gonna have to play out the full 5 minutes. As what I was gonna note, and yeah, I think Niners Esports are starting to realize that this is just a done deal. The DC has kicked in. They're gonna have to use that DC. What? I'm curious. So we cannot have. What are both these teams wanting to stand around? All right, are you gonna play any mini games with us? All right, Smork, what are you gonna do with this Wavebreaker? Are you gonna hand it over to Jokera for a present? Jokera is unfortunately swimming under the rain. This is not necessarily a good move, as Jokera finally puts everybody out of their misery there whatsoever. Fizzy Bomb really trying to throw them. They don't know where they stand. In fact, the Fizzy Bomb takes out Pengo, and then a second member drops as well on Niners Esports. Splash-O-Matic, Neo Splash-O-Matic, and Nautilus. On the side of TZS, though, TZS instantly takes control. Inkbrush, Tri-Nouveau, C Jr., and the Expo, the same comp as last time, but they do lose control right away. We are going to be looking to see how the rest of TZS, how they want to tackle it. They are in control, and 3 members have already dropped. TZS strikes again with 3 big picks, and Niners Esports just can't get out of that base. Jokera having to pop the Kraken, just to primarily even play any sort of defenses here. They're just trying to carve any openings that they can. TZS just unleashing all of the pressure right now. 2 members have already dropped on the side of Niners. Make that the 3rd member. It's a delayed triple on that fight across the board, and this is actually now a delayed wipe. It's 35 points remaining, and Kraken now pushing up ahead. Here, Kraken's just trying to pressure out the rest of Niners Esports, but is met by Mewtwo. Mewtwo is trying to find value. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of TZS. TZS might be making this a 100-0 deal right now against Niners Esports. Members have continued to drop, and this is a zones map that goes 100-0. TZS wins the zones map. 3 bucket types versus 3 Splash-O-Matics. That could be the strategy to try to get TZS off their game, but right now TZS is having none of it. They want to deny any openings that Niners Esports have. They've already taken out 3 members. They're on the checkpoint 1. On the checkpoint 1, Wavebreaker comes out here. Torpedoes are going to be coming out as much as possible. The rest of Niners Esports are just trying to find anything. Pengo does find Mewtwo. The Mewtwo has been taken down. He has fainted, but TZS has not lost the beat. They are on the checkpoint 2. The rest of the Niners Esports are trying to find anything they can. They got 1 special online, 1 crab online right now. They did pop the crab. Here's the Booyah Bomb coming in shortly. Where do you want to throw that Booyah Bomb? It overshoots everybody here. That's not going to be able to find anybody. 2 members have dropped actually from both sides. Make that the 3rd member dropping. TZS is going to be able to continue on this push. Smork is on the tower. The rest of TZS Squid jumps up to the tower. Now on to checkpoint 3. They are going to be able to convincingly get checkpoint 3. Jokera trades with the sloshing machine. Mathuma's trying to buy any space that they can. TZS is not going to be able to respond, and Niners Esports might hold, but Mewtwo and Vapor strikes again. Vapor strikes again with the Explo. The rest of Niners Esports don't have much of a chance. Another 100-0 in favor of TZS, and TZS wins the set with that tower control victory. We did see Kraken back online. They got the Ink Brush. Kraken with that terrifying Ink Brush that they so choose. Kraken's trying to find anything that they can. Here comes that Killer Whale 5.1. Killer Whale 5.1 isn't able to find anybody, but 3 members have already dropped on Niners Esports, and TZS already gets through the first checkpoint. Here comes the Super Chumps trying to throw everybody off their game. Kraken has that Rainmaker. Now you got You're up with the Tri-Nouveau. Now trying to go in the uninkable path, and TZS made this look incredibly clean. Not quite. It's a wipeout. But the rest of TZS is there. It's a wipeout on Niners Esports, and let's reset and replant the Rainmaker once more. And TZS makes that a clean Rainmaker map. It does drop. Kraken does drop though, and that power clam is stuck in quite the position. DRF is trying to flank from the back. DRF finds one. DRF has flanked from the back successfully. Its 2 members have dropped. Can DRF find more? The torpedo takes out 1 member, and Brestle does take him out, but it is a delayed wipe. Pretty much stopped their defenses right there. Smork has the power clam, and now let's see if TZS can make this push happen. There's the wave breaker. Here comes all of the specials. The toss is correctly placed, but where is the follow-up? Here's the wave breaker. Smork is trying to climb, entering right in. The N79 did drop it in front of him. Few more clams chucked in for good measure. Booyah Bomb having to pressure out Pekko. They are able to throw in even more clams. And we got double things down, and now Kraken's throwing in even more. Super Chump's being thrown in, trying on the right-hand side, trying to distract the rest of TZS. TZS is paying no mind to it right now. In fact, they're still able to get even more. Mewtwo is already right near the base. And now here goes the Booyah Bomb. Could this be a double coming out of the Booyah Bomb? That's 1 down, and there's a second member down. Mewtwo gets a double off the arrow spray. They're keeping this push alive where there are no more clamps. Okay, there's 3 more, and Smork might be able to climb in. This is already still the same push. It is 3 clamps for the KO. DRF is able to cash it right in. Talk about another clean map. 1 push, 1 KO, another 100-0 victory for TZS. Congratulations.
Go to a top-down view, top-down view. As soon as I remember top-down view. Or we're just gonna see. Krakon's ready for what's going on as Firefin takes back the zone. But Nebula dies to X. X gets a double kill. Can he get the triple? No, he's gonna leave Michelle alone. As Control goes back to Meiosis. But Tri-Strike comes out. And a Storm, it looks like. But oh no, only Vince is left on Firefin as X and dead. And everybody's just been taken out. For all that's worth, they need to get Control left, and Michelle's the only one alive as X and Dead are coming in. It is back in Meiosis' control, and we've got... This is going to be overtime points coming in for whoever loses this match, but Control is still back in Meiosis. They still need to get 6 more points. Control goes back to Firefin, and they manage to keep a hold of it as Firefin wins. Firefin wins zones. It is trying to get some picks. X ends up dying up at the top as a Tri-Strike comes out. And Dead is, well, dead. It's gonna be weird to keep saying that. But Shalty is kind of waiting around a little bit, kind of backs off. Nebula and Mist both end up dying. Vince is down, it's 2v3. Michelle does have Wiper special. Oh no! And Nebula's gonna die too for jumping in there, but it is 1v2 right now. That was a lot of trades going on for both teams as a Tri-Strike comes out from Jesus. Oh, and more trading keeps happening! More trading keeps happening, and Nebula, and now there's a wipeout on Firefin from Meiosis, and Meiosis can take a ride, but Firefin did manage to get more progress. It is now 25-69. Taken out as Vince is down, and so is oh, this is very delayed. They might get lead here. No, they do not. Now a Tri-Strike comes out. Multi is waiting. And Firefin takes the first push on the Rainmaker. X tried to dive in, but it's 2v2, and this is going to be an easy cap as only Shalty is alive, and it's a delayed wipe for Planet Firefin. Now, which way are they going to go to try to take this? As Silva goes down, they're going to try to take the bridge. No, they're going to go the long way around as only Mist is left, and this is a quick KO for Planet Firefin. This goes down. Ow! X manages to get a double kill on Michelle and Vince as their Tri-Strike comes out, and Jesus ends up getting the kill on X, it looks like. It comes out and Mist gets punished in the jump from the Tri-Strike from Michelle. Now the Power Clam is on Firefin's side, and they still haven't burned. They still haven't gotten in. This double Kraken comes in to try to get a score here. Nebula managed to get it in, but Vince is dead, and Michelle's the only one alive. So, with 10 seconds left, Planet Firefin only have one more chance to get it in here. If they do break the barrier, they win, but they only have 15 to 20 seconds to try to get this done. And Michelle is dead. Wiz used the power carrier. They don't have the means to get in. Nebula's trying, but they don't have that much time left, and Vince is also dead. So, they don't have the time, and Planet Firefin do not get the sweep. They do, however, get an overtime point, and Meiosis managed to win Clam Blitz.
It looks like it's paying off because they have won they've gotten quite a bit of picks. And we see the Reef Slider getting a pick. Oh no. But Crash is in danger now. Oh no, Crash saves. Crash takes him out. A little help from Icy. And the disrespectful Reef. This has to stop. But it's pretty much even right now. In the time when it matters. Slight numbers advantage to Seoul, but well, it's more than slight now, but still they aren't pushed up enough to spell doom for High Tide, but the way it's looking like now, it might not be. What are these Reef Sliders? This has to stop. You don't just pop that out of anywhere. You can't do that. Oh my god. When you say too close to call, that's terrible. Gold arrow spray in on blah blah blah. First we see one going down from High Tide. And Soul grabbing control, but the Booyah stalling it for a second. And High Tide loses another member. Lose two members. But they are avenged. But that's not a very... Oh, that was an unfortunate... that was not the best time to hammer, but it was... yeah. I mean, Soul's gonna get a couple points here. We need... High Tide needs to group up a bit before going out there. And... this might be their last attempt. The time's ticking down fast, and we see them start up with a Booyah. Ooh, one does go down. They stop zone. They get two picks, and they swap it. Oh man, you're seeing all these torpedoes, just torpedoes everywhere. Oh, the brush is going crazy. Blue's going mad. Gets two. Wiper makes it three. High Tide Surfers goes down. Two go down, and Soul's moving in, but High Tide, he just grabs the tower. It's a good stall for. You can really mess up their formation, which it kind of did, which is why it seemed like that took quite a bit of time for Soul to catch up to that tower and stop it. Oh, we see the Tetris go down, and we see the first Kraken on the checkpoint. Yeah, they need to be stopped. I can't believe they're doing this. Punish the roller trade. But that being a wipeout for High Tide Surfers, Soul will be getting at least second checkpoint. They'll probably be able to hold. Oh, but here come High Tide rushing in to stop them. They did grab check. They did get second checkpoint, and 3 of High Tide Surfers are down, leaving just a. Oh, and they go down to a bomb. Looks like their checkpoint will be taken, unless we got a nope, unable to. And Goldilocks is there alone again. This is we are going to make it rain. How many Krakens are we gonna find today? There's one. Just one. Ooh. We got a 96 ink brush, wiper, and a slider shot. Hero shot. And then we have the mini. Sploosh, Aerospray, and the Blobbler returning. A lot of high tide surface weapon comps being, for the most part, pretty static. Maybe like one or two changes or something. And we see an early grab, but it looks like Seoul's gonna benefit off of that. Aren't they go unpunished? And that was an unfortunate bomb pick right there. Hammer taken out before it could even start, and Seoul is pushing in for the kill, for the final checkpoint. Unfortunately, that path is a death sentence with that blob arrow still up. With the blob arrow goes down. You see Blue taking up the upper area to throw that clam in, and this time they're probably gonna get a little bit more points than before, having sat there and let for the field spawn some more clams. You see them throwing from down there. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. High Tide needs to come back to the bucket. They need to be close to the bucket because that's too clamp. And they managed to fend them off.
Zarafi. So we're getting a lot of trades right now. It's 2v2. All that's left is the 96 gallon. They Kraken, probably a desperate Kraken, but manages to get 2 people with the Kraken. Does not quite get S-Blade as they dive to the forge. Pop. There are beacons for us. He did place a beacon, but his Tiger took down and Gudako is going in. And now Slant is in danger as only the 96 down. That is a wipeout with less than 30 seconds left. As now Free the Anarchy have the chance to dive right in and get a lot of comp as they try to push back into their base. So Naomi is coming in for Slant. Looks like there's no substitutions on Free the Anarchy. As now, see as everybody gets ready, and I'm just gonna wander around with my wave breaker. Because this doesn't go away until you launch it. Timer doesn't start. But anyway, for a little while now, Zarafi goes down to Tiger Cat as Aaron and Kadako end up trading again, and is another flip onto Slant, and is a wipeout on Slant! A wipeout on Free the Anarchy by Slant as the three remaining members push in and the jump by the one who ended up dying to try to see if they can keep Free the Anarchy out. If we are less than a minute remaining, and Slant is now gaining up points, and they're starting to get an advantage here as they're now 2v4 right now with about 40 points remaining for Slant. They still have a chance to do this. There's still time on the clock, but we are going 2v2. There is a chance, but there is a lot of painting going on. Oh, we might see a flip. We will see the lead taken over by Slant with less than 30 seconds left. Free the Anarchy's got to do a lot of painting, but they are dying and trickling in one by one. Slant manages to bring it back for the knockout. That way, Zarafi goes down and does S-Flight. And Gadako, are we gonna get another whiteout splat? Dude is trying, he does manage to get 2. Oh, it does get wiped out, but that is very clear. Clarky is pretty punched up as Gadako goes down, and Killer Whale comes out. Lucas dies, and Lucas manages to get S-Blight, and gets another one, and that is a wipeout once again. Slant on Free the Anarchy as only Gadako's alive right now, and everybody's respawning. This is a chance for Slant to get lead, but Tiger Cat goes down as Lucas jumps in. Ooh, but this is not gonna be, probably not, Nope, just 3 points. They did not clear the checkpoint. They did not get lead, and they tried, but there is 30 seconds left. The Anarchy, it's pretty interesting, but S-Blight was kind of a little left out as Gadako is Krakened, trying to get somebody as Gadako parks his little Kraken butt on the tower, but both Tiger Cat and him die. Are we gonna get an overtime? No, we are not, as Free the Anarchy gets a wipeout at the last second. And Free the Anarchy takes tower control. We got both teams decided to bring the juice, and it's the 85, not the Tri-Nouveau. As Slant is going in, Aaron's popped the Kraken. Tiger Cat's the Rainmaker carrier. He's taking the lower path on this map. Does he get it in? No, he does not. And it's a wipeout on Slant. Kaddako's the only one alive, and he is gonna solo carry that Rainmaker as his teammates are respawning. Point, Splat Dude's the carrier. Everybody else is pretty much guarding him. And they break through the checkpoint and get lead. And there's a lot of trading going on right now. It is 2v3. But the Rainmaker pop does get Turlik Tom as that Tri-Strike comes out. People are jumping in. There's a trade right near the Rainmaker as Tiger Cat takes down Splat. As Splight's the only one alive, but that's a wipeout from Slant on Free the Anarchy. We've been seeing a lot of wipeout tradings from both of these teams all series. This has been pretty good as Aaron is now the Rainmaker carrier. Lucas and Aaron managed to get Kadako and Splat Dude. Let's see, they're trying to go for the upper path to try to get the checkpoint. Do they get it this time? Yes, they do. It is 3v2 right now near the Rainmaker as Aaron pops Kraken to try to carve out a path, and lead gets taken by Slant as Rainmaker gets carried just a little bit. And it's only the 96 gal, and now that's a wipeout from Free the Anarchy onto Slant, as now we get a push back, and we're about a minute and a half left into this game. And Esblight carrying the Rainmaker. Oh, I was about to see, are we gonna see the bridge walk? We didn't quite see it, but ooh, there was a lot of trading going on there. Kadako is at 7 clams, and Splat Dude has a power clam. Managed to get into the first scoring. Is Kadako going to be able to get any clams? We'll see if he can once he gets out of Kraken. He manages to get 2 and manages to get a few. Managed to get all of his clams in. And he is still getting picks. Oh, Kadako. That was a good first push from Free the Anarchy. Deep into the paint, Lucas pops Kraken, and Esblake goes down. Kadako pops Kraken, gets Aaron, gets Tiger Cat for a nice double. Lucas is also dead. With Naomi alive, they break through and they start throwing in more clams. Kadako is by himself, and nobody else is near the basket. So this is very likely going to be the end of Free the Anarchy's push. As Aaron manages to get a kill on Esblight and picks up the pity clam from before.
But we'll wait and see as both teams have started on the action, and already the Novo finds one of the members of the Crusaders, and Pekko starts this one with the cap. And now for them it's time to move aggressively here as we have a disconnect on the side of Pekko. Pekko with a quick disconnect here. They are still gonna play on. They might be okay. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see here because right now the Crusaders have yet to cap the zone. They're still losing members right now. Two members have dropped. One member has dropped, and now Pekko still stays on the zone. It's right now a 4v3 in favor of the Crusaders, but Pekko continues to play excellent here. As right now, the rest of the Crusaders are still trying to paint over this zone. They're being murdered by ghosts. Now they cap the zone. They are indeed going to play on right now. 10 points remaining. Could they win the 3v4 here? We got 5 points remaining. They do take out the dualies. Crusaders cannot recap, and in the 3v4, Pekko wins zones on a KO. A late wipe to get things going here. Genstorm already farming up the crab tank, already taking some full advantages here, and now they're going to be on the tower here. And Kanan, now let's see if Kanan can find anything here. Lead has been lost, and Genstorm is able to get on top of that one. The Booyah Bomb displaces the rest of the team, and it's already a wipeout to get things going. Pekko wasted no time. On this one. They get the wipeout to get this one through. Now they're on the checkpoint 1. Let's see if there is a response. Inkback for the defense on that tower. And again, Ishtar drops. Red Gem trying to build their distance. The Inkback being thrown in, taking out the shot. And now Red does drop 3 members. Another delayed wipe here. And Pekko again having this set back on lock for them. We do see Kanan with that Zipcaster trying to fly everywhere right now. And that Zipcaster might be able to take out Dan, and sure does, but the Stamper gets punished. But that's good. But that doesn't seem to phase Pekko too much here. We do see right now 2v2, and now 3 delayed triple being down, and Crusaders might have held their own just now. They certainly have. Trying to displace the rest of the team. Ishtar drops again. They're on the checkpoint 3, but 2 members have already dropped, and so does Ghost. Owen is using the 8-Fac. They're able to get past the 3rd checkpoint thanks to the 8-Fac. Owen does drop. Jenstar and Squid jumps in, actually takes out 1 member. The 2nd member drops. And so does the 3rd. Is a bit of a carnage here, but Dan stays alone on that tower, holding the defense with the Crusaders to give the Crusaders one last opportunity to see if they can try to capitalize back. Off 3 members, 62 points remaining, a total wipeout. Pekko has gotten the wipeout here. Now that with the Rainmaker on hand, are they going to be able to pick it up? Yes. Let's see how the rest of Pekko responds. Nice initial push, but Pekko's gonna try to be 1 step ahead of him. V-Shot and T-Tech both go down. Now it's the opening as they do take the lead. Kanon throwing that hammer for the hammer. They do get another wipeout, and already the 1st checkpoint has been... Well, I thought the 1st checkpoint has been broken. It has not. Now it does. I think they went down earlier as they finally break through that 1st checkpoint. Both shots again dropping as 2 members again, the only one alive. Ishtar's just very deep into that territory. The rebound's gonna displace Ishtar here as, oh my goodness, Pekko tried to use the unequal path, but gets completely countered by Red. Red is trying to do their best to keep this game alive for the rest of the team. As the Stamp and the Crab Tank, Red had nowhere to go. Kanon gets the spot onto that one. They break the Rainmaker. Now the 8-Fac for the defenses yet again. Lord Esper, can he slam on the Rainmaker? It's actually being painted all over the board. They just couldn't seal the deal. Another wipeout, to say the least, as we are going to see the Rainmaker broken, and they are not able to slam it home. Again, more clutch kills for the rest of the team. But right now, though, it's actually 2 members down. Crusaders are holding. 2 members down on both sides. Crusaders are winning on some of these fights, but they got to get a lot more. Izola might be trying to find something here. Triple Ink Strike trying to pressure on the rest of the team. Finally drops down on the Rainmaker explosion. Esper is the one with the Rainmaker trying to treat it like it's a Slayer weapon. And Dan drops again. 2 spots on Esper with the Rainmaker. Can he make it a 3rd member? He targets Red Gem. Red Gem goes down. That's a triple on the Rainmaker. Esper is fading away. Ishtar is in no position to fight, and Ishtar gets punished. Esper getting 3 on that Rainmaker alone. Incredible stuff. And now again, the Big Swigs ink back there on the defenses as the Rainmaker gets 4. The Rainmaker gets 4, but Esper might explode before he can slam it home. They're able to do a set with 2 seconds left. Esper does not explode and slams it home. Between these teams, the standoff has finally ended. Red did not want it to waste any. Red was like, I'm just gonna keep fighting on. We're gonna see what ends up happening here. I can fight you with this NZAP 85. Where's the rest of it? All right, I only have 2 against 4. We're gonna just try it anyway. Set here for Clan Blitz, take 2 for this one. Splashdown Crusaders have used up their DC rules, so if they get a DC, they have to play on. For Pekko, they still got the. All right. Which one of you guys decided to play the game of memes? Is this allowable? Go for the speed. Another short hop throw by Pekko. We are 0 for 2 on Pekko with these throws today. As they do drop, they cannot secure the power climb. Now they finally do here as it's another wipeout, the 2nd wipeout of this game already, and already Pekko without any clams, they are able to chunk this down to 68 points remaining. Ghost is able to cash in on 1 more, and now we got more clams thrown in by Owen. Kanon has some more to go by. Esper is able to spot a power climb. They could make this down to 30. 2 more NZAPs drop, but now 2 members have dropped on the side of Pekko here. Red Gem cannot complete the wipeout there. It's 1v1. Ghost is the only one that's still alive. Ghost is going to play their distances here. And 7 more clans with a full KO if Pekko is able to take advantages, but it looks like without any clans, that they still keep this alive. They're still keeping this one alive, and the barrier finally drops back up. Not a 1-push KO, but still a very good push. 18 points remaining now. 41 points in the penalty box. Hammerhead Turf War. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Hammerhead Turf War. Mako Mart Splat Zones. Tower Control Sturgeon. No, that's not Sturgeon.
You're off. It's Inkblot Art Academy Tower Control. But nice
Inkblot Art Academy. Better map. Let's go. We'll tell Ellie Rainmaker because this map can never die. And Museum de Alfonsino Clamblitz.
These are where a lot of these fights have to now are a lot more important than ever, especially in Hammerhead Turf War right now with 40 seconds left to go. If IRS can get a few good fights, IRS should be able to push their advantage and possibly swing this in their favor.
Yeah, Stamper in a good spot, just trying to spot if anyone's trying to drop on that right side. Is going to see the Wiper over there. It's going to throw a couple burst bombs, just see if they can finish off any picks of the teammates. Able to get the splash, so there is going to be no grab in the last 30 seconds of this game.
Oh, no.
Gets another pick out of the end zap. The paint for IRS is dead. If they're just able to win this fight, they should be able to clean up the game.
But IRS is dropping, but so is Sparkling Sea. This is literally a fight for the tail end of this one, but the specials are favoring Sparkling Sea. Almost then pops the crab, and we're gonna have to take a look at the paint here, but I think with Sparkling Sea's clutch fighting at the tail end of that one, they should have this.
Sparkling Sea definitely looks like they have it. Their splash was still alive at the end of the game. That's a lot closer than I expected. Somehow a member of IRS was able to get into Sparkling Sea's base.
I agree with you that was a lot closer than it had any right to be in terms of the painting. I thought that Sparkling Sea had a lot bigger mileage than they thought, but instead it was only a 2.5% difference. And they certainly are doing that just now. 3 members have dropped, almost in with perfect usage of the crab, taking out a few members, which is going to be enough of an opening for Sparkling Sea to wrestle back. And I mentioned already earlier, this could be setting the turf with that turf war map. This could be setting the stage for a close one here. We might have a nail biter ahead of us. The blaster drops. The Fizzy Bomb! It takes out one member, but right now, though, it's still Sparkling Sea's advantage.
The Kraken's just going to be baited around. Is able to get a pick on the 52 gal, but they should be able to collapse on this without much issue. I say his tax spot goes down as well.
But no one's really contesting the point. It's Cryman trying to flank for the back. It's already Cryman with a double. Cryman picks up the double there, and right now the tower is stalled behind, and Cryman picks up the triple.
Cryman coming up huge.
Oh my goodness, Cryman picking it with a huge triple. Now this swings it the other way. Sparkling Sea now has that momentum. They can build off of the triple that Cryman had. They are certainly doing just that. They are waiting for the right time to use those specials, but you cannot afford to go down at bad moments. The splash went down. The crab tank did not get used, but 2 members have dropped on the side of IRS, and right now it is just massive trading on both of these sides. It's 10 seconds left to go. Tax Run is going to be on the sloshing machine, and right now
goes down.
Yeah, but members have already dropped on Sparkling Sea. IRS is going to be able to hop in on that tower. Then we are entering overtime. They have to stay on this tower right now to get this lead going.
The biggest thing they needed to do to force this overtime was take care of that Kraken. It was alive for so long, just waiting for the GG to the game. And somehow they snuck on the tower.
We may need to get another angle on that one, because yeah, they did not get off of that. They got off of that tower somehow, and the rest of IRS, they could not get the push to continue. Sparkling Sea, they come home with a tower control victory, but overtime goes to IRS. They will get a point of their own.
Because the Zipcaster is going to be able to displace this Charger in a lot of situations.
Oh, no.
That being said, the Truck Slasher gets 2 right away. Already in the side, gets a 3rd. They should be able to take this checkpoint, no problem, as they're going to pinch out the Flingza. And that's already really good for the side of our IRS to start. Just to find a nice corner that IRS didn't expect him to be in. Direct onto the Tri-Slosher from the blaster, gonna make it difficult. There's still a minute left in this game, but things are getting precarious for IRS.
Yeah, IRS is in deep trouble. 1 member only alive. It's just the Spire Scope. As long as you pop the Rainmaker and able to slam it home, Sparkly's able to do just that. They're rushing around. D cannot slam it home. It's just Cryman still alive. Almost is the only one near that Rainmaker bubble.
They have more object damage.
They do have more object damage. Homicide goes down, and right now the duels happen. Iris gets to live for another day, but they only have 40 seconds. Effectively, they need a KO. Here's something that we're gonna need to note right now for the timer. Par is at around 28 seconds. It's basically 13 extra seconds of overtime. If Par is able to hold on to this Rainmaker, they can't afford to keep going down though. It's 2 members already dropping on the side of IRS. It's Sparkling Sea. Sparkling Sea is now trying to crash. All right, all over Par. Par goes down at the end of this one, and Sparkling Sea holds. They win the Rainmaker map.
Oversteps. Does not able to get the missile, and the E-leader gets the pick. That being said, Sparkling Sea currently winning up the fights. Cryman's gonna provide the jump for 2 power clams. We're gonna see if they can sustain this. The leader looks to be looks to be shutting this down, but Cryman gonna come back with about 4 more clams. See if they'll be able to get them in. They are. More clams coming in for Sparkling Sea. This is not the start IRS wanted to this game.
Yeah, IRS had to now play heavy defenses, but with the opening allowed by Sparkling Sea, the quick squid jump on hand has already broken it down to 39 points remaining.
I didn't have any contests, so they were able to get the C to 61, but this time they only scored the power clam.
Yeah, the key thing to note though, that was a free power clam that spawned in. And look at Par! Par has already found 2 members with the E leader, the Super Chumps playing absolute distraction. It's a delayed triple. It is a delayed triple.
Oh,
now it's
that's
time
a
for
lot
IRS.
of clams.
There is going to be a ton of clams. It's 40 points remaining. It's 1 point short. It's 1 point short. Can you find the other clam? The rest of IRS is wiped. They are wiped, and it's only a 1 point difference.
Getting those 3 clams, maybe I would have liked to see.
Check the clams.
Those have been small clams instead. That being said, Sparkling Sea immediately gonna push it, and they have enough clams to end it.
Yeah, they have enough clams to end it right now. They have at least 13 clams in their possession. But Sparkling Sea with the great counter push, they are wiped out! They are wiped out! They gotta pick up the power clam. The rest of IRS should be able to spawn another one. It's 6 points remaining. IRS holds for another push. Jump here. We got 2 power clams on hand. Power cashes in. They gotta find the follow-up push, but 3 members have dropped. They are wiped. They are wiped.
Looks like a little bit of latency on the side attack. On the side attacks front, not quite sure what happened there. Ended up losing a power clam, but immediately Sparking seeing 30 seconds left on the map. They don't want to give IRS an inch to breathe.
All that Sparkling Sea needs to do, right now, IRS, they have to spawn a power clam of their own to keep this push alive, but there's the push. They need the power clam. The power clam needs to be cashed in for the KO. They are wiped out again. They are wiped out again. It is 7 seconds left remaining, but they have to get the power clam. They have to get the power clam right now. Only 1 member with 5. The member of 5 went down. They do get the power clam. It is overtime right now. Arm, it is overtime right now. The rest of the team, where is that push? Where is that push going? Where on earth is it that power clam is still stuck all the way in the back? Par is getting pressured out. 2 members have dropped, and this overtime is going to tick down. IRS is going to run out of time for this push to happen, and Sparkling Sea holds at the last moment.
It was a frame perfect shot from the E leader, even to keep that game alive, but they're just not able to convert on the other side of the map. Sparkling Sea just has the specials to be able to take down IRS when it matters.